Welcome, achievement hunters and collectible gatherers. Assuming you read the title, you did read the title, didn't you? This is Beat to Complete, a series where I beat some of your favorite games to 100% completion. This time, we will be looking into Dishonored and its bleak, plague-ridden city of Dunwall. Well, fellow hunters, it is time to beat to complete Dishonored. The game opens up in the sky. I know, pretty crazy. We learn about a plague, but I ain't no doctor. Additionally, I find out that I'm a bodyguard tasked with protecting the Empress named Corvo. But right now, let's focus on returning to her with some not all that great news. Bitch, get out of my way! Alright, sir, that's it. You're going in the report now. Hello, strange child. Hey, whoa. 6 feet, Emily. This plague can't be allowed to infiltrate my perfectly sculpted bodyguard body. Oh, what's that? Hide and seek? How about you hide and I go have some alone time with the Empress?
Okay, here we go.
Soon enough, I was hiding and not really seeking at all. In fact, this child sucks at seeking. What the hell? But eventually I was finally able to find an excuse and make my way to the Empress. Up here it seems like the Empress is having a mysterious conversation with this bald man. Hello, knockoff Voldemort. Nothing to see here. What? I don't have a mark. Yet? But don't dawdle now, sir. Don't you have some work to get to or something? Anyways, I go back to the Empress and... Hold up. You guys aren't supposed to be here. Was it something I said? Anyways, I dispatch of the assassins and... What?
Not again. Mommy! No! Get away from her. Mommy!
Ah, well, shit. Well, with the Empress dying in my arms and Emily being kidnapped 5 seconds ago, of course now the Lord Regent decides to step in and arrest me.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
Well, now I bet you're wondering, well, what is the punishment for this capital offense? Well, I would think it's cleaning up the graffiti around the city, right? What's that? It's execution? Damn it!
Take him.
I find myself in Coldridge Prison. A fugitive, unfortunately. I am now awaiting punishment, but first, I gotta think of a way to get out.
Corvo, the Empress is dead.
As I am sitting around in my cell, I get some mysterious help. I use the key to escape and boom! I get a broken nose. The second time around, I opt to choose peace. Surely it was an accident. I continue to make my way through prison, knocking out every guard in sight, and eventually I find a bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
And just as easily as we landed in prison, I escape it. Well, after one final escape sequence from these crazy lunatics with guns. Though I guess we haven't quite escaped yet, as I am now in the sewers. Down here is nothing too crazy, I just see rats devour a person, which is kinda whatever. But more importantly, I find some weaponry left for me. From here, it's just a straight shot outside where we find Samuel the Sailor. Alright, Sammy boy, let's see my results. Sam, what is this? A redo? A redo. On my way back through, I see this couple displaying affection publicly. It gives me the urge to commit a different crime publicly. Theft. Upon stealing 1,000 coins from guards, I got the first achievement, Thief. By the time I reached the end, I also got Vanished for not getting caught this time. Anyways, with that mission out of the way, Samuel takes me to the Resistance base back at Hound Pit's Pub. A delightful name for a delightful group. After getting dishonored for escaping the prison, some imposing fellas tell me of their surprise party for the Lord Regent. Here we have Lord Pendleton on the left and Admiral Havelock on the right. These guys will be the leaders of our resistance. But before diving further into the details of the plan, they tell me to get some rest, but also turn me to a man named Piero. Upon meeting this strange man, he tasked me with getting a well-oiled fuel tank. I then passed this task off to the floor. Before failing the task successfully, Piero then gives me a sick mask to wear. Though instead of a Deku scrub, this one turns me into a cold killer. Well, with that out of the way, it is time to turn in for the night. Wait, what? This isn't my house. After wandering around this dreamscape a bit, I run into someone named the Outsider. Apparently this spirit has been watching over me for quite some time. Soon enough, he grants me something called the Mark. Apparently, it'll allow me to do crazy magic. But let's not tell Voldemort about this. I feel like that would not go well. Surprisingly enough, the Outsider also likes hide and seek. Little bro shows a little too much affection and gives me a heart he molded. How cute. Listening to the heart shows me the location of runes, which are boons that turn well-meaning men into goons. I obtain X-ray vision and wake up. After collecting all the bone charms in my room, I get the occultist achievement. After being a little late to the meeting, I prepare for my next mission. Apparently our next goal is to deal with High Overseer Campbell. Admiral Havelock then says something about good men doing bad things, such as like betrayal or something, I don't know. The point is that Havelock wants the diary of Campbell, so we head out to do just that. Before departing, Callista asks us to spare her uncle, who is currently having a meeting with Campbell. If I get around to it, I suppose. On my way to Campbell's stronghold, Samuel tells me of some crazy folklore regarding a crazy lady named Granny Rags. Well, turns out this was not just some story, as I find her in an apartment. She either has dementia or is a witch. Kidding, she's just crazy. It seems like she wants me to poison a gang by putting a dubious concoction in their drinking water. I steal some rat innards and only cause a harmless amount of trolling. I swear! I just love helping the elderly. I'm just so virtuous, so caring, so low chaos. I continue making my way through the city and, oh rats, I'm being eaten alive! And so are the gang members. Okay, well that works out for me. Pushing through the main gate, I make my way into the area containing the imprisoned Martin.
I know who you are and what you're here to do, and I can help.
Alright, I guess I'll free him this time. This is Martin. He'll be our new overseer, I suppose, but for now he doesn't matter. With Martin rescued, I sneak onto the second floor of Campbell's mansion. Killing my 10th unaware enemy gives me the Rogue achievement. It is at the dining hall that I pull a bit of a lethal switcheroo, leading to the untimely demise of Overseer Campbell and the excommunication achievement alongside it. Additionally, Kerr now evades his own poisoning, which earns me the Bodyguard achievement. Escaping through the backyard, I make my way to Samuel and hightail it out of there. With that, Mission 2 is complete, along with a very appreciative Callista. I share the good news with the boys and decide to turn in for the night, but only after obtaining more upgrades and one more achievement, Merchant of Disorder. I then wake up the next morning and get appointed as pest control around the place. According to Havelock, there are some diseased individuals below our base in the sewer system. These guys are known as Weepers. And to curb the spread of their infection, I make sure to take each and every one out diligently. Well, now it is time to get back up and receive our next mission. This time, we are going to be killing some twins. So therefore, I better be getting double pay for this, obviously. But no, these are Pendleton's brothers. And why do we have to kill them? Well, because they're holding my dear hide-and-seek partner hostage. Oh, the nerve of them. Me and my buddy Samuel here set out for Dunwall once more. Only difference is that this time we have some Pendletons to take care of. Luckily, soon after reaching shore, I find someone who can help me with this mess. This is Slackjaw, and he is the crime boss of the Bottle Street Gang. Heck, I was in utter shock and disbelief when he told me that someone had the balls to plague their distillery. What a time we live in.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
In exchange for dealing with the troublesome twins, Slackjaw asks me to go find his missing man, and so I do that. With the search done and dusted, I return, and as promised, I get the keys to the Golden Cat's front door. Furthermore, since Slackjaw never goes back on a deal, I also agree to obtain Art Dealer Bunting's safe code. Interestingly enough, he will also deal with the twins for me. My hands will remain blood-free once more. Upon arriving at the Golden Cat, I have a plan in mind. I use this golden opportunity to learn the whereabouts of Emily. I immediately steal the master key of this place, along with finding the whereabouts of Emily. Seems she is in the dormitory of the building. As I head up, I find the right door, and... Tag, you're it! Wait, fuck, wrong game. Well, all that's left now is to find an escape. Thank God my little schemer here takes after me, and finds a way out of this house of displeasure. The Child Care achievement also arrives promptly, as it was part of the plan all along. With Emily officially safe and sound, I return to find the art dealer. I then give him a shock of a lifetime, causing him to make a safe choice and give me the code. With the codes in hand, I return to Slackjaw, who decides to send the twins to the mines. A rite of passage for any young man. One yearning for the mines later, and Mission 3 is finally cleared. All was good and well, though the boat ride back was a little awkward.
Corvo, I'm not one to speak against my betters, mind you, but if anybody ever deserved their fate, it was those Pendletons.
What business are you talking about?
Oh, grown-up business, girl. I mean, your ladyship. Forgive me.
It's okay. I heard a lot of grown-up business at the Golden Cat.
Oh, I should concentrate on piloting this boat.
Back at base, our own Lord Pendleton talks about his brother's blah blah risk blah making a blah difference blah blah blah. In more exciting news, Havelock sets his sights on kidnapping the royal physician Anton Sokolov, and there's only one man for the job, Martin! God damn it, they want me to go, don't they? Soon enough, I set ground at Caldwin's Bridge. I utilize this minecart. Wait a minute. Was I supposed to be in it? Inside one of the buildings, the outsider confronts me about how little he cares about Sokolov for some reason. But I don't have time for that, so I head straight for the bridge. And if Dying Light taught me one thing about parkour, it is to climb every tower you see. This resulted in a great view and the King of the World achievement. And still feeling on top of the world, I spread kindness and help this innocent man scavenge.
Come to think on it, there aren't many honest men left these days.
I eventually arrived at Sokolov's humble abode, and he really didn't put up a fight. He's just talking at me, menacingly. With the Raisin Man in hand, I reconvene with our favorite getaway driver and escape. I then am granted Capturing Genius and Madness along with Mission 4 complete. I make it back home and Havelock congratulates me for a mission well done. And I couldn't have done it without you, Havelock. Oh wait, I actually did. I then of course go to get some more rest before tomorrow's mission. After waking up, I head to interrogate Sokolov. What the hell are you doing, Piero?
I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock.
Know your fucking place, Piero. Everyone has a role on this team, and that job is mine. Anyways, I resume making my way to the timeout room where the royal physician is then threatened.
I will tell you what you need to know.
The interrogation actually ended up going pretty well, and Sokolov tells us that our next target is one of the Boyle sisters. Problem is, we don't know which one. Anyways, since I'm the only one wearing a mask, obviously I'm the candidate to be sent out. Let's go crash this party, I suppose. As we are heading over, Samuel warns me about the tall boys patrolling the area. These guys might seem a little dangerous, but I can also sense an achievement somewhere in there. Soon upon docking, the outsider yet again ridicules me about going to a party uninvited. Frustrated, I make sure that it's these fellas' last party as well. Oh hey, the Tempest achievement. Lucky me. Actually, speaking of achievements, I also got Big Boy and Razor Rain after jumping this tall boy. After that, I blend in with security and make my way to the Boyle estate. It is soon after my arrival at the courtyard that I actually accept a duel at not so high noon for Pendleton, the man of subpar aim. Oh, and don't worry, I'm not a total monster. I felt a little pity for him and helped him out by cremating him ahead of time. So long, cowboy. Shit. So long, cowboy. Fuck. I said so long, cowboy. There we go. It was a pleasure dueling with you. Oh, dishonor in the duel. Dishonor in the duel. With Lord Shaw finally incinerated, I make my way into the manor. At the party, I make sure to sign my name. Proper etiquette, guys. I then get a kind lady named Mrs. White a drink, and she exchanges it for information on the Boyle sister I am after. Hey, that ledge up there looks a little jumpable. After safely making it upstairs, I incapacitate the guards up there and learn that my target is Esma Boyle, the one in red. Returning downstairs, I meet certified freak Lord Brisby, who wants Lady Boyle all to himself, and wants me to collude with him. I hate to say it, but this guy honestly scares me deeply, so I fear declining his offer. After swooning the young lass with my immeasurable charisma, I knock her out and deliver her to Brisby. Actually, maybe killing her would have been the better decision here. Oh well, out of sight, out of mind, I suppose. With that, I flee to where Samuel is relocated and escape, earning me the well-mannered achievement for not being a party pooper. Mission 5 is done and dusted. Arriving at home once more, and Pendleton gives me his thanks for upholding his honor. I am sent to Havelock soon after. Havelock and Martin believe it is time to storm the tower. A shame that planes haven't been invented yet. Well, only one thing left to do. Let's go kill ourselves a Lord Regent. Onwards!
Most important thing is killing the Lord Regent. Built himself quite a place at the top of the tower. Calls it his safe room or something.
Oh ho ho, a safe room. Yeah, we'll see about that. I swiftly make my way across the courtyard, sparking rebellion with a wall of light along the way. And would you believe it, only ashes and the Wall of Sparks achievement remained. Outside the building, I cleared many a man, and then barged straight through the front door. Well, once inside, I actually lasted only probably 20 seconds before getting caught. Yeah, that could have probably gone better. Since I've already been basically outed, I decided to show my face as well. And he might have been a little surprised. But more importantly, what the hell is wrong with your ping, Lord Regent?
Yo, you lagging? Nah! Yo, nah!
Additionally, flipping the obvious lever seemed to have alerted absolutely everyone. Oh, thank God, I seem to have evaded the masses. Oh, hey, an achievement. The Escapist. Huh, sounds like something I just did. After bumbling around this building for a bit, I find the broadcaster upstairs, and he points me to the Regent's 58 terabytes of confessions. Heading to the Regent's quarters soon after, I find the blackmail stored inside a safe. Well, 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 what do we have here?
I'm sorry, little one.
Ah, that's a cool pinata, sir, but not as cool as this. Moving on. After leaking the Regent's Discord group chat, I am rewarded with the Political Suicide Achievement. Sammy Boy and I promptly head home after a long day's work, and Mission 6 is finally complete.
Small fry like me always gets the worst of it.
Huh? Oh, come on, Sammy, don't be sour. Poverty is temporary, but our bromance is surely eternal.
When I'm Empress, I'm going to make everyone else afraid and sad.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Emily, you don't need to be that enthusiastic about being Empress. Jesus. Well, it seems we're toasting to a well-fought victory, even if it's mostly by me. But otherwise, it seems that everything should be going uphill from here. But just between you guys and me, this feels less like a celebration and more like a scheme about betraying the man that saved us all gathering. A little fishy, but let's just go along with it.
And the Empire.
Ah, such a joyous occasion. Let's go see what our friend Emily has to say.
When I'm Empress, I want to build 2 giant ships and crash them into each other.
Now, Emily, that's absurd. 3 ships would work way better. Holy shit, I feel terrible. This is why you shouldn't drink on the job, guys.
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
I just knew it wasn't a celebration! Sammy, being the real one he is, doesn't give us a large enough dose to kill us. Instead, he just sends us on our way. Huh? Where am I? Oh, I see. I'm crossing the river Styx. And now I'm ascending to heaven. Wait, since when do masked men see me off to the great beyond?
I know a great deal, bodyguard.
Ah, god damn it, I'm still alive! Apparently this guy is the one who killed my hot soon-to-be girlfriend. Well, was soon-to-be. Rude. Who's your daddy now? No, my items! Fuck! Ah, you bastard. When I get out of here, I'm despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Okay, you know what? We should get out of here, guys. It was at this point that I decided to dedicate the next 5 minutes of my life to being a Halo 3 rat. And it does come with its perks, as it earned me Creepy Crawly and Inhabitant. This gave me a moment of reflection, and reminded me of my true purpose. So I forced myself to man up and locate Dodd. But before that, we are going to take a detour to recover my stolen gear. My stuff happens to all be located in the oil refinery, so obviously now I gotta climb the entire thing. Exciting! My man here has the ability to teleport gigantic distances, and yet he's still forced to walk up the stairs. It seems Dodd picked a good location to hide my stuff. Painstakingly, we forge our path forward and make it to the top. Oh, what? Now you're telling me I have to go back down? Ah, screw this game. Hey, keep your distance, 6 feet, brother. Hey, hey, fuck you. Hey, okay, you know what? You're all going down. Well, dispatching all the infected, the second time that is, I recover my beloved belongings along with the "This is mine" achievement. Nice. With our gear in tow, it is time to get revenge, which seems to be a common theme of this game. Huh. Outside the assassin's hideout, I make sure there is no one left to tip Dodd off that I am on my way. And once inside the hideout's vicinity, I make sure every assassin worse than me has gone missing. Finally, I have entered Dodd's base. After doing so, I rose to the top of the food chain by being the bigger man. Ah, like it. You got some secret training going on over here. Mind if I join, fellas? Oh, sorry, that question was rhetorical. Father, I mean Dodd, I have caught up to you now. Though unfortunately we will not be dueling him. In fact, he won't even have seen us at all by the time we're done with this mission. And after not noticing that the quiet in the room fell silent, Dodd's key was as good as mine. With that, I make my daring escape. This act of pacifism unlocked the achievement Mercy is the Mark. It's just too easy.
What the hell are you?
I'm Batman.
Outside, we find a plague wagon to ride on. Ah, what a nice calm ride. It would truly be a shame if something disintegrated me right about now.
For vengeance! For Gotham! But also no witnesses!
It only took killing every single person in the vicinity to realize how to disable the wall of light. It's like every other wall of light. Exemplary thinking me. And surprise, surprise, another sewer system to enter. Yay! Unfortunately, this sewer system has a locked door at the front, so I have to take a quick detour. I find a clearing and... oh! Well, if it isn't my two favorite factions, the elderly and the mafia. But I can only choose one. Well, I gotta make a choice, and flame me if this is a controversial opinion, but I think crime is much funnier than making stew out of human bones. So of course I save my bro Slackjaw.
Whatever you want.
Laboriously, I took Granny Rag's cameo doll and put that furnace on blast. Once that was done, I simply teleported to the old lady and helped her pass over. Slackjaw, you're free, buddy. Wait, what? She was a witch? Unthinkable. It's probably just a street conspiracy. With that strange event over with, I then sprinted the remainder of the sewers, ignoring every weeper along the way. I also somehow unlocked the manipulator achievement during this, but I'm not really too sure how. Mission 7 concludes as I finally exit the flooded district and make it back to my home base. God, how I missed you, Hound Pit's Pub. It's good to be back. Cecilia here informs me of the chaos that has gone on around here since I've been gone. Additionally, it seems during the infighting many of our comrades have fallen. Nevertheless, we have to take back our base. Retaking my home turf, I make sure to silently take out all enemies and hide their bodies when needed. Oh my god! Damn, bro, are your legs okay? I am so sorry. Within the pub, I snatch Havelock's orders from the bar table and later find both Piero and Sokolov taking refuge in the lab. Holy shit, I am honestly so glad you two are alive. We have both the crazy scientists. What could go wrong? It seems these two crazy scientists already have a plan brewing. Seems they want to build a complex killing pylon, but why have machinery do what I can already do better? To truly drive this message home, I utilize my entire arsenal to eradicate everyone and obtain the versatile achievement.
Spend weeks building a machine to do something you can do in a matter of minutes. I thank you for showing me the inefficiency of my process.
Sorry, Piero, but all I hear is that is a skill issue. After briefly taking a moment to mourn the fallen, I pick myself up and head to the tower to find a clue as to where Emily is at. In the tower, I learned that Havelock and the others took her. I used the Samuel signal to attract a wild boatman. And when the world needed him most, Samuel returned. Sammy Boyo! Quickly, to Emily! Oh, wait, before that, I have to say farewell to the other boys. You know, the crazy guys. With some encouragement from Piero, Sammy Boy and I head out for one final mission.
This new lighthouse ought to be something to see.
Thunder is raging and waters are thrashing, but regardless, it is time to save Emily. As we ride over, Samuel informs me that Emily is likely hidden up in the tower with Havelock. Additionally, Pendleton and Martin seem to be duking it out on the home front, down on the grounds below. Samuel tells me how it is, calling out to everyone, including me.
And you. I'm a little disappointed, Corvo. It's like you've gone out of your way to be brutal.
But soon enough, we bid farewell as Samuel drives off and I head to the fortress. But first, I had to make sure I was in prime condition, so I blinked around a bit, getting a little warmed up. This earned me the Speed of Darkness achievement. All that's left now is to storm the fortress. I begin by turning their own artillery against them and follow this by becoming a rat to get past their barrier. Once inside the fortress, I spot Pendleton and Martin bickering in the distance. Until they realize they have a common enemy.
Poor girl.
Excellent. Not so proud anymore, are you, Martin? Go get him, Corvo.
Well, shit, that complicates things. Pendleton's main mistake was ordering me around. That's his first and last time doing that, so I know the direction I'm heading. Ascending the fortress tower, I soon confront Pendleton, but only after defenestrating his last man.
Firing.
Pendleton then proceeds to beg for his life and offer me rewards, none of which I am interested in. Wait, did you say women? Well, I guess we can exchange a— No! Pendleton, you bastard, fly free. We're getting a little off track. Now to Martin. I proceed to his shelter, killing everyone in the way. The cleaner achievement popped, being the only noise breaking up the silence. Martin then talks about how having the Empire in your hands drives a man mad. I didn't understand, and I'm a visual learner, so I asked him to show me exactly what he meant.
Suicide.
Ah, shit. Well, here we go again. Alright, with those two out of the picture, I focus on the final threat, Havelock. I put my engineering skills to use and disintegrate a clown car's worth of people, and then head up using the elevator. On the summit stood more annoyances, who were obviously swiftly dispatched, and then I made my way inside. I enter the lighthouse and it is completely empty, save for numerous bloodstains splattered across the floor. But still no sign of Emily. Oh shit, Emily, is that you? Corvo's coming! The wind howls as I make my way towards the monster himself. Admiral Havelock, prepare to be blown away. Oh, oops. Cut, let's try this again. A familiar scene reveals itself. The wind viciously cuts through me, almost like that of flesh and steel. With a single loosened arrow, I finally save Emily. Hey, Emily. Hey man, we gotta go. Emily? Cut! Let's roll it back and do it right this time, god damn it. Reaching a climactic scene, only the open air. Okay, you know it. I am not doing this. I sprint to Havelock and end this petty conflict between men. At last, Emily Caldwin has been rescued once and for all. It wouldn't be an accomplishment, however, without the achievement Long Live the Empress.
The others are all dead, aren't they? That's alright, because I was going to have them killed anyway.
Okay, Emily. Little dark man. Also, when are we going to acquire the boats? Furthermore, having reached the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, I also got resolution.
What will history tell us? That the daughter of a murdered empress ascended the throne up a mountain of corpses, carried by an assassin named Corvo? No. They'll say that little Emily Caldwin I came to power in an age of terror and corruption, and that she did her best in a world that is not kind to little girls or empresses.
Or even Lord Protectors if you think about it.
But whether the stories told mention you by name or not, she will remember you were there, Corvo.
With that, my Dishonored base game High Chaos playthrough has come to an end. At this point, I also got the achievement Dunwall in Chaos. Now, before moving on to our much more calm Low Chaos playthrough, here is a quick rundown of some more achievements I played Mission 9 to get. I first obtained Hornet's Nest for killing 4 enemies in less than a second using both bend time and a crossbow. Next, I used Possession to forgo my human form and become a fish. This unlocked the Alive Without Breath achievement. And finally, I got the achievement Lights Out for disabling 5 security systems scattered around the island. Alrighty. Without further ado, let's begin playthrough number 2. This playthrough will be characterized by 2 primary things, so let me go over those real quick. The first is Low Chaos, which means this time I'll be mostly prioritizing peace in the Commonwealth since I ain't no tyrant. Additionally, this will be my mostly flesh and steel run, which essentially means I cannot purchase any rune abilities. I will have only my weapons and standard blink ability. So yes, no dark vision, no turning people to ashes, no becoming a rat, nothing. Okay, and if anything else pops up, I will be sure to mention it, but for now, let's just get started. Oh yeah, and we'll be skipping the first mission since I ended on Low Chaos anyways the first time through. Mission 2 is easy enough. I first do Granny Rag's quests and then go on my merry way to High Overseer Campbell's office. And on my way over, I found this funny little man lobbing grenades. Wanting to join him in this little game of hot potato, I throw one back and net myself the back home achievement. Sir, you are overreacting. It did not hurt that bad. Another achievement I will be aiming for this playthrough is Poetic Justice, requiring me to neutralize my first 5 targets in a unique fashion. For Campbell, I just had to knock him out, put him in the interrogation chair, pick up a branding iron, and leave a message for any future overseers. There's our first one down. I will also be collecting an assortment of 11 paintings hidden throughout the mission, starting with this one. Would you believe me if I said this was for an achievement as well? Well, your intuition is wrong! is what I would love to say, but unfortunately you are right. Regardless, that is one mission down. To the next! I begin mission 3 similarly to the last one, just doing Slackjaw's initial quest and getting him out of the way. Soon enough, I'm infiltrating the Golden Cat, where I scare the art dealer once more for his codes. And before leaving, I made sure to also drag Morgan Pendleton to the steam rooms below the brothel. It is here that things get a little, steamy. Yeah. And wouldn't you know it, this results in an unfortunate accident. This did not last long, however, since I needed to load back because I need both Pendletons alive and kicking for later. With the art dealer's codes and house key in hand, I do not engage in illegal breaking and entering. Inside the home that I accidentally wandered into, I find paintings 2 and 3. Upstairs, I then break into the art dealer's safe using his code, which allows me to get the 4th painting as well. And because I had just looted the safe before returning to Slackjaw, now going back to him unlocks the achievement Art of the Steel. And luckily for us, he doesn't know this, so he still takes care of the Pendleton twins for me, checking off 2 more unique neutralizations on the hit list. Then we have mission 4, which is barely notable. Like, at all. Literally nothing interesting happens here, we just knock out Sokolov and bring him back to the boat as usual. Wow, you really fell for that? Actually, something interesting did happen. I found the 5th painting on the basement level. I know, very interesting. Anyways, on the way back, a daring escape requires high stakes, so I make this daring jump. Man, good thing I managed to do that first try. That could have been dangerous. And now to crash a party, though mission 5 is basically the exact same as last playthrough as well. And regardless of what chaos we're playing on, Lord Brisby continues to be a freak, being all like, I'm Lord Brisby and I understand women. They like 2 things, honesty and cellars. Soon enough, we deduced the correct boil and made our way, and holy shit! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, the humanity! Oh, okay, she's just unconscious. Well, let's just carry on, and yeah. With another unique neutralization under my belt, I collect a plethora of picture-perfect paintings before leaving. We got one in here, and another over here. And before leaving, the only thing left to do is to actually crash the party this time. This totally rad and off-the-chain party is accompanied by ashes and the Harm's Way achievement. Though it is a shame what happened to our distinguished guests along the way. And of course, having the ability possession kind of is counterintuitive to the end goal of this run, so I load back soon after. Starting off mission 6, my trip to the Regent's base was completely uneventful. The difference this time is that I vented rather than going through the front door. I am a man of honor after all. And after some Wall of Smite shenanigans, I was promptly bested in a duel. Yeah, not my prettiest moment. But bouncing back and better than ever, I break into the room adjacent to the Regent's abode, which houses yet another painting. And from here, I climb up to the roof of the building where Hiram Burrows is taking refuge. A fruitless scuffle occurs on the rooftop, to which I am face to face with the Lord Regent.
Why do you hide your face? Are you some phantom behind that mask?
Well, that's the funny part, Lord Regent. Actually, I am.
You never see it coming. You see that my mind is to pass for eyes. You're done, but the time is hit you. You're not surprised.
And with the Lord Regent down for the count, we obtain the Regicide achievement. Unfortunately, regardless of how canon that event was for Corvo, it conflicts with the Poetic Justice achievement, so I load back and spare his life, but only after defacing his public image. With this, all unique neutralizations were carried out and Poetic Justice was finally earned. And now that the Lord Regent has been taken into custody, another mission is down.
Good work, fellow men. Cheers to a better empire. And might I ponder what you have added into this concoction? Tastes quite treacherous. I love it. Oh, good heavens, what was in that fine wine? I'll get you for the...
Upon waking up from my hangover, it's rough as usual, but this mission won't complete itself. I found yet another painting hidden in the building at the start of Mission 7 and then grabbed my gear as usual. And as I'm trying to speedrun this, I got no time for Dodd's little games and have to give him a nice afternoon nap. And with that threat out of the way, I exited the hideout and nabbed this painting on the way. Only one more to go! As I made my way through the waste disposal behind Dodd's hideout, I took a small detour to aid a man named Blake and his group of survivors in their escape from the flooded district. And once they were safe and sound, I made my own escape into the sewers below. Once more, Granny Rags and Slackjaw are beefing down here. This time, I think I'll side with the witch since I want my birthday gifts. Alright, time to make some stew! First, I have to take care of the noise pollution. Oh shit. Did he say key? I needed that. Well, the stew won't make itself. Lifting the ingredients for the brittle old lady, I throw Slackjaw into the pot. Granny Rags thanks me for the assistance, and I collect my birthday gifts. This, of course, being the Gentleman Caller achievement, and a rune which I'll never get to use. Aww. Setting the useless rune aside, the 11th and final painting was also located in Granny Rags' abode, earning me the Art Dealer achievement upon collection. Now to just finish the level. As I was running through the rest of the sewer, I realized that this group of people weren't weepers this time around since it's low chaos. Cool. Mission 8, on the other hand, was about as noteworthy as Samuel piloting a boat. The only change to note here is that now Callista's alive and well, with her being located up in Emily's tower room. Anyways, I have a boat to catch, to King Sparrow Island. Being the complete opposite of high chaos, the weather is clear and the waters are calm this time round on our journey over to the island. Additionally, Sammy Boyo wishes me luck on my final endeavor and even hopes to reunite.
Good luck, Corvo. If anyone deserves it, you do.
But enough of that sappy nonsense. It is time to rescue Emily. One of the first things I noticed within the fortress is that Pendleton was not bleeding out right next to a demolished wall this time. Good on him. Speaking of which, I have not seen Martin either so far. Hey, it seems like they might actually be alive this time. Nice. After trekking to the lighthouse elevator, I make sure to grab the key from this tough guy, and that option is suddenly unavailable. Damn it.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
I suppose not all was lost, as that guard falling down there showed me one thing. Once you reach rock bottom, the only way is up. The tension in the lighthouse is also staggeringly high, as I learned that Havelock had poisoned his two closest comrades. Well, I don't know about close, but nah, they still died. And since Havelock says he doesn't want to fight, I decide to leave him be. Alright, sneak a little over here. Oh, hit him with the switch up over here, and grab the keys. What the fuck, Havelock? I thought you didn't want to fight! Why, I'll show you fighting, dirty... Yeah, screw you, Havelock. Now burn for your sins. I swear to Dunwall, Havelock, get in there. Damn, bro, not even hell wants you. Alrighty, now to look for Emily. And with Emily out of harm's way, another day, another playthrough over with. While it was a little weird not having any supernatural abilities at first, I obtained the mostly flesh and steel achievement, no sweat. Similarly to the high chaos ending, Emily still ascends the throne and succeeds her own mother, albeit much more peacefully this time. She doesn't want to crash boats into each other and kill people. I feel like that's a huge step forward from last time.
You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is, with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand.
Truly a satisfying ending for our Lord Protector, don't you think? Oh, and hey, you wanna know what's even more satisfying than that? Oh, you guessed it, an achievement. For completing Dishonored on low chaos, we got just dark enough. And now we move on to our final playthrough for the base game. our victory lap, if you will. In fact, the remainder of our achievements are all possible in this run, as long as I don't kill a single man and play through every mission without being detected. But before we start, here are some fun facts to keep in mind when doing this run. The first thing we want to take note of is that each mission has these two tallies on the results screen that help me keep track of whether or not I avoided any of the achievements. Oh, and here's another fun fact specifically for clean hands. If anyone dies, even if indirectly, I fail the achievement. For example, let's say an idiot decides to fall from a rooftop randomly. Fail! I knock someone unconscious and they later fall into water. Fail! Hell, even if someone that's knocked out gets eaten by rats. You guessed it. Fail! Luckily, as I am a pro, I will not be having any of these issues at all. Alright, well let's begin. Again, just like last playthrough, since I completed the first mission without getting detected or killing anyone first try, we can skip it. Mission 2 with High Overseer Campbell was really simple. As long as I just skipped all the side content such as Granny Rags and stayed in the shadows or on rooftops, getting Ghost was not difficult at all. The only slightly tricky part came when I had to knock out both Campbell and Kernow without either wanting to aggro on me. But after a couple tries, I did it. And now that I have Overseer Campbell's undivided attention, I make sure to brand him since killing is obviously a no-go. I then ensured that Kernow was safe and sound and completed Mission 2 with both boxes checked. 2 achievements also popped here, being Faceless for not alerting anyone and Spectre for not killing anyone. Mission 3 is also the same as always. I help out Slackjaw and rescue Emily without being seen by a soul. Additionally, since Slackjaw will take care of the Pendleton twins for me, I did not have to go anywhere near them. Instead, I just had to sneak around the ceiling decor of the main hall to reach the art dealer for his safe code. In fact, the closest call I had all mission was getting almost caught by this guy. Though, obviously that is not saying much, is it? And after that, it was a simple task of just getting back to Slackjaw to let him do the rest of the dirty work. This man is a saint. And with his help, we have another successful operation and another mission down. Ah yes, mission 4. Yet again, it is really easy to get past this one without being caught, since I can just stay on the high ground the entire time. There were a couple tight squeezes on the way, but within no time I made it to Caldwin Bridge. And once actually on the bridge, I just focused on staying on the outskirts of it and then only knocking out 1 or 2 people along the way as I had to climb it. And with the security disabled finally, I make my way to Sokolov's base itself without getting caught. Once I actually arrived at Sokolov's house, all I had to do was incapacitate this single guard up here. Oh bastard, you're lucky this is a no-kills playthrough, otherwise so God help me I'd throw you off this roof. And then proceeded to do the same to Sokolov himself. Alright, well, time to head back. And honestly, I probably don't even need to say this, but with upgraded Blink's huge-ass range, making my way through many of these missions was trivial, as I could teleport just about anywhere, anytime, to hide or sneak past guards. And Mission 4 comes to a close as Sokolov has been recovered. And furthermore, I even got the surgical achievement for essentially killing no one up until the beginning of Mission 5. And speaking of Mission 5, Boyle's Ball presented probably the least trouble out of any mission thus far. I followed standard party procedure and disguised myself as a guard, gave a drink to Miss White, and located the correct Lady Boyle. And would you believe it, I threw her to the dungeon for the 3rd time in a row.
1 million years dungeon!
As usual, our good friend Brisby here takes the troublemaker off my hands, and all that's left is to escape. Which I do flawlessly. Now going from an incredibly easy mission to probably one of the harder ones, Mission 6. As long as I just primarily ventured along the edges of the map, making my way to the Lord Regent's building wasn't too difficult. But once actually inside the building, it took a lot more trial and error with incapacitating people one by one.
I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom. Begging your pardon, sir.
And I don't know if it's the inner rat in me or what, but something compelled me to store everyone in this one room, to the point where they kept despawning. And since I've been so quiet this time around, the Regent was actually just in his bedroom chilling. Unfortunately, it was past the Regent's bedtime, so I did what I had to do. I'm telling you, man, the Outsider cursed me with the mind of a rat or some shit because I keep storing people in the strangest places. Next, I collect the confession tape and make my way to Mr. Radio Guy.
Please don't hurt me. You're here to kill the Regent.
Sir, quit your yapping. I have the goddamn tape right here. Jesus, some people. You know what? Thanks for nothing, kind citizen. And now that the Lord Regent isn't going to be a problem anymore, I head back the way I came, which was just as simple as it sounds, since I took the same path I used to get there in the first place.
Is it all done? You ready to go back to the Hound Pits?
Oh, you bet I am, Samuel. Let's get a move on quick. Another mission undetected. However, something I couldn't detect was the inevitable betrayal that would follow as I fell into Dodd's grasp in Mission 7. First things first, I need to reclaim my gear. And after that, I sneak into Dodd's base with absolutely no issues. No! You will not be having a meeting with Dodd. Screw you! And after dispatching all the other foes in the vicinity, I then turned my sights on Dodd. It's just a shame that the Master Assassin didn't have enough perception to tell that I was taking out his entire group before him. And once actually outside, all I do is take a train ride to the sewers without facing a single enemy. Yeah, I know. The no kills, no detection run is extremely riveting. Furthermore, with it being low chaos and all, there were absolutely no enemies in the sewers, so I just run to the end, no problem at all. Mission 8 was a pain in the ass at first for me, for some reason. Like, I don't even know how, because going into the mission, I was like, oh, it's a single area, this will be easy peasy, just get in, get out, knock everyone out. Yeah, stuff like that. Honestly, it was probably just the density of enemies packed since there's so many in such a small area, but god damn, they kept catching me over and over. Anyways, due to the sheer amount of enemies surrounding the Hound Pits pub, I decided to focus on making the pylon so that I could just, knock everyone out with the click of a button. Easy. Eventually, after just taking it slow, I obtained the blueprints, and from there on out, all that was left was activating the pylon with a whale oil canister.
Amazing. Simply amazing. It functioned.
Yeah, I'll give credit where credit is due. That was kind of awesome, Piero. Alrighty, now just to signal Samuel over for my ride to King Sparrow Island. With that said and done, I had one more mission to face, which would mark the end of the base game content. Back on King Sparrow Island, I had no trouble making it past the gate into the lighthouse as long as I stayed in the dark crevices of the map. Even sneaking around inside the fort was kind of easy since most of the buildings there only had a single guard per room. In fact, the only thing stopping me now was my own stupidity. Soon enough, I sneak under the walkway, nab the elevator keys, and ride to the top, baby. We are officially locked in. We enter the tower to confront Havelock, and I'm sorry to say, this ends in the most anticlimactic fashion, as I just blink over to Havelock and had him take the day off.
This is all Mark.
And the day has been officially saved by Corvo the Invisible once more. We can now rest easy, Dunwall City. Out.
Interregnum. And now Emily Caldwin the First will take her mother's throne.
Alright, that's enough talking from you, outsider. I don't really care what happened to the people, I just want my achievements. At last, I had finally obtained the final achievements, being Clean Hands, Shadow, and Ghost. The main story of Dishonored is now complete. Well, what do we do now? I bet you're wondering. Well, if you somehow weren't paying attention to the top right achievement marker, you'd see we only have 50 out of the 80 achievements up to this point. Well, of course, we have 2 DLC to go through. Yeah, you heard me, 2. I said what I said, but that'll have to wait until another video. Don't worry, it won't be too far away. I might just do the Dishonored review and then come back to it, but for now, let's just save your sanity and my own and do it separately. And with that out of the way, yet again another episode of Beat to Complete comes to a close. Well, my achievement hunters and collectible gatherers, this has been 100% Hunter, and as usual, I hope you follow your instincts and continue the hunt. Until next time, friends.